Baby milk, SAPS, and lockdown. Why one man can no longer trust the police. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the News in 5. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. I just want to take a moment to thank all the new subscribers to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the content thus far. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you're a long-time subscriber, once again, thank you so much for your support. I'll try and keep the content coming. And speaking of content, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that you can view my stand-up comedy special, Crossing the Borders, which was directed by Barry Hilton, on this channel for free. The link is in the description. This was the first run of the comedy special. All right, so for those of you who may not remember, Naas le Roux was a man that was arrested during the lockdown because he went out to buy formula for his 2-day-old child. He was pulled over by the police just 500 meters away from his house, where they arrested him, even though he produced a proof of purchase for the formula. The reason for his arrest was because he was breaking curfew. And while this is already just ridiculous given what we know now about the lockdowns, what makes this even more frustrating and ridiculous is, according to Rosenbach, who is their lawyer, the mother was forced to leave her 2 other children who are in primary school at home and walk with the newborn baby to the scene to fetch the milk and car keys. And I mean, that really pisses me off. You know, being a recent father myself, I cannot imagine what le Roux was feeling and even going through. Because me being a father in that situation, nothing would have stopped me from getting food to my newborn baby, who's only been in this world for 2 days. And on top of that, you want to make my wife, who just gave birth not 48 hours earlier, you want to make her walk to come collect the formula. Are you kidding me?
That's despicable.
Why couldn't the cops in that moment just be like, okay, we'll escort you to the house. It's 500 meters away. We'll escort you. You can deliver the formula, but you got to come with us to the police station. I mean, any decent human being, decent police officer would have at least suggested that.
Well said.
Anyways, rant over. But don't fret, ladies and gentlemen, there is some good news to this story. While the charges were dropped by the police eventually, le Roux did sue the police. Can't trust the police anymore. Dad arrested for buying baby milk during lockdown gets 150,000 rand from SAPS. 2 years later, a ruling has been made in the matter. The Gauteng High Court in Pretoria ordered the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masemola, must pay le Roux 150,000 rand. The court also ordered the commissioner to pay le Roux's legal fees. Finally, justice has prevailed. And shout out to AfriForum's private prosecution unit who assisted with the case. Their spokesperson, Barry Bateman, had this to say. But what steps, if any, were taken against the police officers who acted outside their duties? It cannot be that taxpayers have to cough up for the unlawful conduct of rogue police officers and no steps are taken against such officers. Such elements must be removed from the police service. And I couldn't agree more. Again, these guys didn't have to arrest him. I mean, the guy had proof of payment for the formula. He was 500 meters away from his house, but no. They had to make his wife come out with the newborn baby, go through this whole process, take him to the police station, and only then did they give him a warning. I mean, how ridiculous is that? That's just, this whole story is ridiculousness upon ridiculousness upon ridiculousness. But here's what le Roux had to say. If a dog bites you, you will be scared when you see it again. The same goes for the blue lights. When you see them, you can't trust them, no matter what blue light it is. He said he had lost faith in the police. You can't trust the police anymore. Doesn't matter what police, anything with a blue light is a danger zone. Even if the amount were 10 times more, I don't know if it would really help that much. The chance that you meet a good cop today is very scarce. These days, you don't know who is corrupt or good. And I think a lot of South Africans would agree with le Roux. I know I do. Not ashamed to admit that I don't trust the SAPS in this country, and I definitely don't trust the blue lights of any kind. And while I know that there are good cops in the system, unfortunately, they are very scarce. At least that's the impression that South Africans get. And it's not entirely their fault when you have this guy as the police minister of South Africa.
Tomorrow,
starting from yesterday, today, tomorrow, and after. Criminals must feel you, must smell you, must taste you.
Who is failing to do his job and only cares for his own interests and that of the governing party that he works for. But hey, leave a comment in the comment section. I would really like to know what your thoughts are on this story. Leave a like, share the video far and wide, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And also check out the first run of my comedy special directed by Barry Hilton. It's called Crossing the Borders. You can watch it on this channel for free. Link is in the description. And if you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.